I needed the beat drop to reset my career, reset my life. The Carolina Panthers follow the Cincinnati Bengals 42-21. Joe Mixon have a day. 5 total touchdowns. Count them. 5 total TDs for the Cincinnati Bengals running back Joe Mixon. A historical day for him as the Bengals defeat the Panthers 42-41. Aaron, is it as simple as that? Is Joe Mixon the biggest takeaway from the game, or is there something else here?
The Bengals are a better football team than the Carolina Panthers. I still think the Bengals are one of the better teams in the AFC. Joe Mixon finally gets the work. They leaned on Joe Mixon. I think what happened was you saw what happened Monday night, and I think the Bengals said, you know what, our offense is a lot predicated on what Jamar Chase is able to do and being on the field. We're going to get back to basics. We're going to run the football. We're going to get Joe Mixon, our second best player, involved. And they did. And he showed out and balled out, and the defense played well. And the Panthers kept turning the football over and giving it back to the Bengals. And I don't have many takeaways from this game. The Bengals are better than the Panthers. The Bengals did what they were supposed to do, and Joe Mixon is really good. And the Bengals got right after a tough loss to Cleveland on Monday night.
Let's talk about the quarterback position, at least for the Panthers, then we can wrap this up on this game. PJ Walker, 3 of 10, 9 yards, 2 interceptions. Not a great day. Obviously got pulled at halftime. Baker Mayfield then comes in, 14 of 20, 155 and 2. Sam Darnold activated. He could return Sunday. Is it Baker Mayfield? Is it Sam Darnold? Obviously, you don't go back to PJ Walker, right?
I mean, I would. I go back to PJ Walker. Listen, I'm not a fan of doing this. I'm not a fan of PJ Walker struggles in the first half, so Baker Mayfield comes in. Was there any doubt that Baker Mayfield would play good in the second half? It was 35-0. What kind of defense are the Bengals running in the second half? All they want to do is get the game over with. So, yeah, he should have open windows. He should be able to play. They shouldn't be running press coverage. They're going to make you drive down the field and score. So did I expect whoever came in at quarterback to have a better second half? Yeah, of course. But I don't think when you have one bad game, it erases what you've done. And I think that's my biggest problem. If we just say, oh, well, PJ Walker's done now. He had a bad game. So the next bad game Baker has, let's go to Sam Darnold. Oh, bad game, Sam Darnold, let's go back to PJ Walker. Like, that's really what the mindset shows me, is that whoever has a bad game is just coming out. You never can have a bad game. And I think that's just not a realistic vision or view of what you do when you have 3 bad quarterbacks. Like, none of these guys are good. So they're going to have bad games. So whoever you go with, stick with them. You're not winning. You're not going to the playoffs. So right now, if you choose to go to Sam Darnold, stay with Sam Darnold for the rest of the year. If you choose to go to Baker Mayfield, then stay with Baker Mayfield for the rest of the year. Stop trying to play this little mix match game of none of them are your future. We know that. So why are we trying to go back and forth? Like, I just think PJ Walker should start the rest of the year and move on.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it is.
1 week ago, we were talking about how PJ Walker had a great throw, probably the greatest throw, some of the greatest throws we've ever seen, and lead his team technically to a win. Like, technically, PJ Walker led his team to a win, and DJ Moore's helmet got tossed off or threw off, and next thing you know, they missed the extra point. So I just don't like the narrative changing from 1 week to the other. PJ Walker has played fundamentally as good, if not better, than any Baker Mayfield games this year. And again, if you don't think Baker Mayfield's your future, and you don't think Sam Darnold's your future, and you don't think PJ Walker's your future, then whoever you decide to play as a starter, just leave him in. And I don't care if it's not PJ Walker. If they want to go Baker, sure. Just let him play the rest of the year.
Yeah. No, I agree. Bengals defeat the Panthers here 42-21.